to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. If you are new, I would love to have you as part of our friends and family here at the Crafty Diamond. Today, I have my weekly whip and chat, and I am so excited about fall. I'm even wearing my fall Bucky shirt. And I thought that was just like the perfect thing to wear today, even though it is in the mid 80s. But it's going down to the low 60s again tonight, and I am all for that. I wanted to let you know that there are a couple of items that I have used and want to go ahead and show you that as well. I do have a new bag from Wolf Gazer Studios, and this is for, and this is for the Finira event, and I was very surprised and honored that the shop has embroidered my name here. That's kind of hard for you guys to see. Now, this is also going to be one of the prizes, one of the giveaways for the Finera event. Now, yours, if you win, if you're part of the event, would not have your name on it necessarily, but it's going to be the same fabric. There's also another fabric that I did not purchase. I just got the one. Now I wish I would have gotten the other one, so I may go back and get that as well. And then also, in the process of getting one bag, I can't get just one of something. I also got this cute bag. I fell in love with this color. This is for the Wickedly Witchy event that is taking place with the Diamond Tribe, and that is over on Heather's Diamonds and Dragonflies Facebook. And you have to be a member of her tribe in order to participate. But we're having a lot of fun, and I am just loving this, especially with it saying Wickedly Witchy. It has the year on it. You guys can see that. It's at the top here, and then at the bottom is going to have the year. I love the witch. And this color purple is absolutely gorgeous. So I did have to go ahead and get that one, but I am in love with both of these. So if you need a project bag, I have a project bag for all of my various projects. And considering that I have so many whips, I'm going to probably need to buy some more project bags in the near future. I am going to be working on a canvas from Finira. Again, today it is the one that I unboxed recently on the channel, and also it is the limited edition that is from the one with the diamond art. So if you are interested in this canvas, you might want to head over there and pick it up before it does run out. I think they're going to have the canvas available until the end of our event, which is the middle of October. I also have a discount code. It is Crafty Diamond 10 that you can use to save 10% on any orders. I will put that underneath the description in case you are interested. And then also I am a affiliate, and I haven't put this information out yet, and I should have already done it, but I am an affiliate with the Diamond Art Studio UK, and that is Crafty Diamond 10. That one is in all caps. I will also put that underneath the description. I might receive something towards the channel for either of those. If I do, it goes directly back into the channel. I don't always receive points or anything. I don't expect that. I do it for you guys so that you can save a little bit and perhaps find something in a shop that you haven't shopped at before. I'm going to be using this gorgeous pen, and this is from Leopard Leatherworks. For some reason, the camera today does not want to focus. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. It is perfect for this canvas. I am also going to be using a diamond painting tray, and this is from Add More Zest. I love her trays. And as far as using putty, I am using older putty that I've had in my stash for a long time from Randa's Crafty Corner, or Randa's, I can't remember if it's Randa's Crafty Corner or Randa's Putty, but it is from Randa's, and I cannot remember what the scent is. It is not on that particular package, but I'll be using that today in both my multi and in my single placer. So if you would like to work on something, feel free to gather your things and let's get started. Okay, I think I have everything together here, and I'm going to go ahead and start on a color, and let's get started. I hope that you all are doing well and you had a really nice weekend and that you are off to a really good start to the week. It seems like the beginning of the week starts out slow for us, and then as soon as it hits Wednesday, the rest of the week just flies by, including the weekend. Even though Monday and Tuesdays are really busy for me, it's the busiest that I have for work for the most part. But even then, it's like Monday and Tuesdays, they don't go by as fast as Wednesday for some reason. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I don't really have a lot going on this week. I do have to take Paige to the doctor for some additional blood work. They changed her thyroid medication, and she's been on it now for 3 months. They've actually upped the dose. And if this doesn't work, then they're going to refer us to a specialist. So if you can have some good vibes for her, I really hope she doesn't have to go to a specialist and deal with all of that. And if she does, we'll just have to do what we can to make sure that she's comfortable and not nervous, having to have some testing done or whatever that they will decide to do. But we'll just have to wait and see on that. And that's going to be on Wednesday afternoon. Otherwise, she is doing really well. The weather is changing here, so I am curious if she gets sick again, if she starts having headaches. And she did complain a little bit last night at dinner that her head was starting to hurt. So I don't know if there's anything that they can do about that. When we went to the doctor last time, because we thought that she had yet another sinus infection or allergies or whatever they want to call it, we saw a new person that is in the practice now, and she said that it could be weather-related migraines. But I can't imagine it being a migraine, because I know that whenever I have a migraine, that I am pretty much down and out. But she seems to be okay. But she has the cold-like symptoms, and I had never heard of that before. So I don't know what they're going to do if that is the case, if there's anything that they can do. But she told me just to watch it and then to let them know. So that's what I'm doing. Madison had her another doctor appointment on Monday, and the baby is doing well. Her heartbeat's really good, and she is positioned correctly. So everything is just looking great for baby C. And Madison did tell me if I wanted to, I can record the heartbeat and let you guys listen to it. And I didn't get to go to yesterday's. I had just too much going on at work. I had a meeting and it was early morning. And so Maddie said that was fine, that Kyle was going to go. So it was, fine that I didn't go, because they weren't going to do much anyway. But in 2 weeks, she's having her final ultrasound, and I really want to go to that one. I think that one's going to be very special because it's the last one before she's born. So I am planning on going to that one. I do have a class that will start a few minutes or a few minutes after her appointment. So I will just go to the ultrasound appointment, and then I will miss the doctor appointment and just go. But then I was thinking about the date. I may not even have class that day. I can make my class a little bit later because that one is online only. But I may not even have class that day because we're getting towards the end of the term for that one. We have different terms, and that one is a short term. So if that's the case, I may not even have class that day. So that would be good. So I do hate to tell my students I'm going to be late, and I've never ever done that in the time that I've been doing the online teaching. But if I have to, I have to. It is what it is, because I'm not going to miss that. Family to me is just the most important. And I've realized as I've gotten older too that when I was younger, I would rearrange things for work, and I would miss out on some things because of work. And now that I'm older, and even though my kids are older, I'm not going to miss things anymore. I am going to reschedule or do whatever I have to do. And so that's what's going to happen for work. So we are getting ready. We're still on baby mode. We're starting to buy more things for the baby. Paige is really excited. She keeps wanting to buy her clothes. I'm like, why don't you get her something else besides clothes? Because she's going to outgrow clothes really, really quickly. And so she found a really cute blanket on Amazon, and you can have her name monogrammed on it, and then you can also have the date she was born. And so I think we're going to wait, and she's going to purchase that as soon as the baby is born, so that can be her blanket that she can have forever. And Paige is the one that wants to give that to her, so I think that would be a really sweet gift. We bought her bassinet, and Paige wanted to pick out some sheets to go with it. And I'm pretty sure that the ones that we bought fit this particular bassinet. So hopefully it will. The bassinet came in last night late, and it was on my doorstep this morning. And I don't understand what's going on with our shipments, our deliveries lately. And it's not just Amazon, it is also UPS. We very seldom have anything for FedEx, but our deliveries have been coming in after we go to bed. And we start getting ready for bed about 8:45 or so. Finally, we get settled down about 9:15, 9:30. And I don't know what time that our deliveries are being dropped off, but in the mornings we have delivery right at our door, which, I don't really care. It just sits out there all night. We don't have any problems in our neighborhood, and our porch is dark enough where nobody can really see that we have deliveries, so that's a good thing. But I would hate to be a driver and having to deliver packages that late at night. I wouldn't like that at all, especially going up to somebody's door it's really dark. To me, it just seems kind of dangerous. And the thing is, they're pretty quiet because we don't hear them. Dog doesn't hear them. And Molly barks at just about everything. But once she is settled down, she really sleeps all night. We never hear her. She goes into her bed, into my craft room, and that's where she sleeps. And it's close to the door. but we never hear, so apparently they are really quiet. Now I need another color. Let's see. Let's go with Z. We don't have to change so much. So I'm wondering if deliveries are running this late this time of year, how it's going to be as it gets closer to Christmas. I just feel bad for them because that's a long day for deliveries. And also, who wants to be having to deliver that late at night? I am enjoying this diamond painting a lot. And this is for the Finira event that I am hosting. And it is hosted on the one with the Diamond Arts Facebook page. And there are some absolutely beautiful, breathtaking diamond paintings that everyone's working on. I love going in and seeing the progress. I have not gotten very far. I've actually just started on this one. It came a little bit later, which I am not upset about whatsoever because this is a limited edition and I have plenty of other diamond paintings to work on. In the meantime, I did unbox this on my channel. If you have not seen it, go and take a look at that video. It is just so pretty, but let me tell you, the section that I'm on now, which is the very beginning of the diamond painting, and it is more like the border part. I have not gotten to her yet, but it's a lot of confetti, which I am not upset about. Confetti does take longer to do, but I think that this section definitely can use it. And my dog is once again moaning. She's had such a rough day. It's very early in the morning. It's like 7:30 in the morning. And I don't know why she thinks that she's already had a very rough morning. She has been chasing squirrels. I guess that wore the old girl out. But I am really, really loving this canvas. It's going to take longer, more than likely. There are some areas where there's some line blocking, which is around this area here that I'm working on. There's like a lot of the Z symbol, which is more of a celery green, and it is really pretty. I've only done one other small section on this canvas other than what I'm working on now, and it took me a while. But I can see where it needed the confetti. You know, there's sometimes when you have diamond paintings and the confetti is just not needed, but I think that for this one, I think it's definitely needed. As of right now, I can tell. And when I get to other sections, of course, it may not, but I'm working on a branch, and I think it's just going to be really, really pretty. And I know I'm not going to get this finished before the event's over, and I am okay with that. I'm debating if I want to go ahead and start my other Finira diamond painting, which is the one that I had gotten from Diamond Painting Shop. I unboxed that one as well. It's a smaller painting. I was thinking about doing both in September, but decided that instead of doing the same, instead of doing the same artist, I decided that I didn't want to add another large painting. And so I thought, well, I will just do that one later because I definitely want to do it as soon as possible. Then I thought, well, I can just go ahead. I can add that one into my mix for October. And I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to add too many in October because I do have a rather large work in progress going on, and I don't want to have to add 3 or 4 more, but I am really enjoying working on multiple canvases. I always have. I quit doing that for a while, and then I kind of stuck with two to three, and then I started having more and more, and I thought, okay, I'm back to where I want to be. I know that for some of you, having multiple canvases going at once, that it is very nerve-wracking. It can be anxiety-inducing. And for me, it doesn't bother me. It's like, okay, I have all of these diamond paintings that I have that's just sitting there, but I've started on them. I love them, and I'll get back to it. I will eventually get it done. If I have less finishes, that is a-okay, because it's not all about the finishes and how many you can say you've gotten done, in my opinion anyway. It's about just the joy of diamond painting and the variety. And I'm really to the point where I want to start working on a landscape. I need to see what I have in my stash that's not just huge, that I can do a landscape, maybe a fall landscape, but then that's going to be adding more to it. I thought maybe I can do that in November. So I might wait, try to add a landscape. I'd like to add a landscape this year. Not that I'll get it finished, but just to get it started. And if you're interested in seeing what whips that I have and the progress that I have on them, I do have a video that is going to be coming out on Thursday of this week, and it is a whip parade. I'm going to do a mid-month whip parade, which is a little over the middle of the month, and that's okay. And then I am going to do another one whenever I do my September month in review. I will just include all of my whips in that one as well, so you can see any additional progress. I think that will be fun. I haven't had that many videos out lately, and I just keep debating what I want to do, how I want my channel to go. I will have had my channel for 4 years in February, which is really hard to believe. I mean, I remember the first year before I even did it, I kept going back and forth, and every day I would say for at least 6 months, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to start my channel, and I am just going to just do it. And it took me 6 months to even get up the courage to even think about how I wanted to do a video. And then I started to craft the name and decided what I wanted to do and all of that jazz. You have to do a lot of administrative things before you get everything set up. And then when I started, I didn't think I would be doing it this long. And I really do enjoy it. I just want to make some changes. And I thought about just doing one video a week. But then if I did one video a week, I would want to do a whip and chat. And I don't think you want just all whip and chats. So I definitely want to do other content. And I am really looking at more project based because I like doing it that way. I have not started on my passion project yet. I did unbox it, so what I'm going to work on, that may have to wait until the first of the year, but we'll see if I can get that. I know I won't finish it, but if I can get my passion project going this year, that would be great. And then I'm ready for a change, I believe, with the channel. because I've done the unboxings, I've done the whipping chats, which I love those. I didn't even think I'd be doing whipping chats. I'm almost at 200 whipping chats. And I've done the kit ups, I've done the kit downs. I haven't done a kit down in a very long time on the channel. I finally broke down and I did a kit down over the weekend because I wanted to use my containers for an upcoming project. And I didn't kit down soon, I wasn't going to have any more containers because it's been a while since I've kitted down. And so I did that. I don't think I'm going to kit down on the channel. I might every now and then, but I just don't really have enough to say for a kit down. And I don't know if you guys are really interested in that or not, just watching me put drills up. And I've done plenty of kit ups. And to me, that's just an extension of a whip and tat, which is fine, but we just don't really have a lot going on. So really not a whole lot to talk about, just the same old stuff every week. So I always try to think of something that I can really talk about to keep you guys interested. And I know that a lot of creators do 3 videos a week, and that's what I did for the last 3 years. And sometimes I have the time to do it, and then sometimes I'm just having to find the time, and then other times it's like I don't really have anything enough to do for 3 videos because I don't want to do a lot of unboxings. I haven't really purchased a lot. No, I shouldn't say that. I normally don't purchase a lot. September, I have purchased quite a bit. And a lot of accessories. I have purchased some additional putty. And I have purchased some new canvases. I've gotten 3 in already that I've purchased, and then I have a couple more that I've purchased. I purchased from Bella Art. That one's a pre-order. I'm really looking forward to that. Those are going to be some really cute ones. And then I did purchase from Ever After Diamond Painting some minis, which I am really excited about that as well. So I will have some unboxings, but I'm getting to where I don't like to unbox my diamond paintings until I'm ready to work on them. I'm going to have to change colors again. So, and then I feel guilty sometimes whenever I do unboxings, because if I watch an unboxing and it's something that I fall in love with, and it's like, oh, I have to buy it. I have to buy it right now. And so I don't want anyone to watch my channel and think, oh, well, I'm going to have to purchase that. I don't want to be that person that kind of enables you to buy something and then you realize you absolutely hate it. Why did I buy this? It was, one of those FOMO things. Let's see. Let's do a, I'm trying to get a lot of this green done. But I want to do some really pretty pinks. Let's go with M. This is more of a peachy pink. So I don't know. And lately I haven't done very many videos at all. So I am trying to get back into it. I don't want to say that I got tired of it because I didn't. But whenever I go to think about, well, I can do another video today, I go and I will start thinking, okay, what video? I usually have my videos already scheduled, what I want to do, and I just haven't been doing that lately. And if I have the opportunity to diamond paint or to do a video, I've been diamond painting. So I do need to get my stuff together and to start doing videos more again. And I love doing them. It's not that I don't. It's just, it just seems like this time, this season of life for me is just different. And I know it's going to be even different when baby C is born. And so I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, once I had my birthday this year, it's like, it just seems like things have changed. And not in a bad way. It's just what I've been doing has changed. My thought process has changed some. I know that Lizette Crafts and Tells, she does one video a week and she doesn't do whipping chats. And I really like how she is project based and she seems like she gets quite a bit done. So I need to start really focusing more. I'll start working on diamond painting and then I will be engaged in that one, work on that one so much that I don't get to others, or I never know when I should change. It's like, okay, is it time for me to start working on something else? Do I still work on this one? So even though that I have a lot of diamond paintings on the go, sometimes I just start getting focused on one, and or I'm too lazy to take it off my table and get something else. So I don't have a lot of finishes. And I don't really have as much time with work to diamond paint like I would like to. I don't get to diamond paint as much daily. But this past weekend, I diamond painted almost all day on Sunday. I would diamond paint, my back would start getting tired or my hands would get tired. And then I would take a break and I would start doing some stuff in my craft room, cleaning, straightening, dusting, getting rid of some things. I still have some things that I need to find a home for, whether I keep it or get rid of it or whatever. And I haven't decided on some stuff. I've got it in piles. So then I would get tired of doing that and then I'd go back to diamond painting. So I did get quite a bit done this weekend. Unfortunately, I did not do anything with this one, but on my mystery canvas, I was able to complete 2 sections. 2 of my numbers were called. So I was able to complete 2 sections of that. That one is heavy confetti. I knew it would be because it is a Jaded Gem Shop. It's an older one. So it's quite a bit of confetti and it's looking really good. I can't figure out what in the world it is yet, but it's fall. I'm loving the colors. And so that took me almost 4 hours to do 2 sections. But I did get up and do some other things. So it didn't really take me 4 hours, I don't think, to diamond paint those 2 sections. And then I got that done. And then I worked a lot on my Ann Stokes diamond painting. And that's for an event. And then I worked on my Beast, my 500 by 100 centimeter diamond painting. I think I've been saying 800. It's not 800, it's 500. But, you know, what's a few more hundred, I guess. And I'm trying to get a handle on, if I do X amount, how long is it going to take me to complete the diamond painting? So I am working on that one. And that one goes fast for each section because there's so much color blocking. But then I look at it and I'm like, wow, I didn't get anything done. But really I did. But it is so large that, you know, it takes a while to get a row completed. So I can't say, well, I hadn't gotten a row done, but I am not counting by rows. I'm going to count by sections. And I think that's going to help I do have it on a desk now in my craft room that I cleaned up, and I had stuff on that desk that I didn't need. It was also a desk that Paige used when she was going to online classes, and she doesn't need it anymore. So I've got that in my craft room. I am just going to keep that one out because whenever I go to, I want to work on it, it's like, okay, I don't mind working on it. I want to, but I don't want to work on just one section because it takes me a while to get it together. It's so large and getting everything set up. And so I decided I'm just going to leave it out on this desk, and that way I can do a section, just one section at a time, and I can just leave it there. So I'm going to see how that works out, and hopefully I will be able to work on that one more often. It is really pretty. I'm really enjoying it. I cannot see as well right now. I have a terrible glare. Once again, it's the overhead lights. We have can lights in the bonus room, which is where I am, and they have a terrible glare. And I'm not using my light pad because it makes it even worse. Not the glare worse for me, but it doesn't look as good on camera, and it leaves a really bad glare on camera. So I'm trying not to. My husband is going to work on the lights eventually. He's going to work on our electric here because we need some more outlets. And so whenever he does that, then he can change out my lights. And I haven't decided yet what lights I want. I liked what I had at our house that we owned before we went to the rental, but I don't know if they'll work in here. I like the way the can lights look, but it doesn't work for diamond painting very well, and the glare is pretty bad. But it does look pretty. So we'll see. I'm just trying to get some things done, make some decisions about the channel. I'm not going anywhere. I am going to still be here, but I do need to decide which way I want to go, how I want to have my channel, what I want it to look like. I want to where I really enjoy how I am diamond painting. And I'm just not really sure yet. So I will figure that one out eventually. And let's see, what else? Madison came by, dropped her dog, brought her dog over. They had dinner with us on Friday night, and she has a pug. And Molly, our collie, absolutely loves having Hattie over. And so they were both running around the yard for a long time, and Hattie was actually keeping up for the most part with Molly. Molly was so tired on Friday night, she let me sleep on Saturday morning without getting me up at the crack of dawn to go out. And so she was just happy to have a friend. So I know that she definitely needs to go to doggy daycare more. I think that's going to help with her problems that she's been having. And her and Abby, our cat, played quite a bit. They're learning how to play with each other. It's taken a while. It's been almost a year. We've had Abby for a year in October, and it's just taking a little bit longer, but you know, they're both kind of learning each other. Molly's never been around a cat, and Abby had never been around a dog, and so Abby's wanting to play with her like she played with the cats in the cat room at the shelter. And so Molly doesn't play that way. So It's been interesting to say the least, but it's really fun to watch both of them. Need another color. We went and purchased, and I was so excited. We went and purchased a robot litter box, and Masson had just gotten one. They really liked theirs. I wasn't sure how Molly, oh my gosh, I wasn't sure how Abby would react to having to go into the robot litter box because you go inside it. And she got used to it. It took her a couple of days, but we never could get ours to work right. And I even had Masson couldn't. I had Kyle look at it. Masson can't get close to a litter box and she's pregnant. But Kyle looked at it and he's like, this looks just like how I have mine set up. And he said he couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. My husband messed around with it. And he said, this just is not cleaning right. It would go to the cleaning cycle and then it would throw up this code and it would stop. And so we would have to reset it every single time. And then whenever we reset it, it wouldn't clean it. And then it's got to where it would, once we reset it, we had to reset it at 1.3 times before it went back to where it was supposed to be. And then one time, Abby went to Paige and I and started just meowing and crying and going to our bathroom, which is where her litter box is. And come to find out, the litter, whenever they went through the cycle, the litter never came back up to the top. There was no litter in the bin part where she goes. So after that, I'm like, you know what? We messed with it all weekend. My husband is really good about diagnosing and fixing things. And he's like, something's wrong with this stupid thing. He's like, if this is how it's going to be, he said, it's not worth it. And so I bought it at Amazon and I put in for a return and Amazon approved the return. And so we are sending it back and I've ordered another one and it's a different model. The model that I had gotten was not the same as the one that Madison had. It looked the same, but it was a different company. So I went ahead and I said, well, I'm just going to go ahead. I don't want this one again, just in case that this is normal for this thing. And so I've ordered another one. It's supposed to be in by Friday, and we'll see. So we had kept her litter box for this exact reason. We knew that we should keep it because just in case she didn't like it or refused to use it, then we would have her litter box. So we just cleaned this out. We boxed it back up. So now I've got to take it to UPS and I've got to send it back. So hopefully this next one will work. I did like it, and it has an app. You can tell when Abby is going into the litter box, how long she's been in there. The weight doesn't work very well. At least that one it didn't. It kept telling me that she was 18 pounds. I'm like, my cat's not 18 pounds. She's barely 9. And my husband said it may be adding the litter in there too. So I have no idea. But hopefully it will work and she'll be happy with it. And my husband said, this is just, we don't need this anyway. This is just a joke. You know, we can do this ourselves. And we've been cleaning out the litter box for 10 years. We don't really need to have to deal with this thing. But then once we got it, he set it up immediately. So I'm like, yeah, you're just saying that because he thinks that you don't really need technology. You can do things on your own, and your technology is just for the birds. But I think he was pretty happy with it too until it didn't work right.
So hopefully that will be something we can mark off our list. And then we're still waiting to hear back on our deck. I don't know what in the world is taking so long. They were supposed to have a meeting 2 weeks ago with the city. I don't know if the city asked for something else and our contractor is just doing whatever needs to be done and hasn't bothered to tell us yet, or if he has gotten the green light to go ahead and he's just waiting to put us on the schedule. But we have to have at least 2 weeks notice because my husband's boss, they've changed their management a little bit, and he has gotten this boss that is very demanding and he is very micromanaging, and he wants, in order to be able to take off on vacation, you need to give a 2 week notice. Well, sometimes you don't know when you need to take a day off. And my husband hates to call in sick. And I said, well, you may just have to call in sick for 2 days if he won't let you take off, because he needs to be here when they are working on our deck. I want him here. We have been waiting on this for so long. I don't want there to be any problems, and then I have to make quick decisions. I do not want to deal with that at all. So hopefully we will find out. I know that if they don't call us by tomorrow, I think my husband's going to go ahead and call them to find out what in the world is taking so long. And, we are ready for this deck, especially before it gets super cold and then we just can't use it. And that's exactly what's going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. It's going to be just way too cold. We won't be able to use the deck that we've been waiting on forever. But at least we'll have it for next year, is what I keep telling myself. And at least we'll have a deck. We don't have to worry about this mess anymore. But that's like the update to our deck. I've been telling you guys almost every week. Not again this week. Not again. It's just not. It's not time for us to have a deck. I'm starting to think it's not meant to be. We do have another option if we end up not being able to get the deck. I don't know why we couldn't, but we can do it outside of my craft room. There's already a pad that's poured there that we are using as a porch. And so if that happens, then we can just have that enclosed and not deal with all of this. But the only problem with that is we like to eat outside, and we'd have to bring our food downstairs in order to take it to go out. And then if we want something while we're in the middle of eating, we'll have to go upstairs. I guess that's just like a lazy problem, but it's just easier because the deck is right off the kitchen. And it's also upstairs. So when we are ready to go to bed in the evenings, we just get our cushions off of the deck. We have a place in the kitchen where we're keeping them off to the side. And then we're right there to our room. So I like that too. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I will say we are loving our house. I have not said that in a very, very long time, because the last two houses, and that's not including the rental, I don't really count that one. The last two houses, I wasn't really a fan. We moved for specific reasons, and there was really just nothing out there. And so this house is us. Our personality is in this house. It works for us, and I like downsizing. We did have to get rid of quite a few things, and I was absolutely fine with it. I cleaned my house last weekend, and I cleaned it from top to bottom, except for my craft room. But I did some heavy cleaning, and I was done within 4 hours. So I was really happy about that. The other houses that we had, it would take me all weekend to not even just to do a not a thorough clean, but just a clean. It would take all weekend. But to do like a really deep clean, it would take me at least 2 days to do it with help. So that is definitely a plus of downsizing. Not spending time having to do house chores as much as I used to. And so I get to diamond paint more, or I get to do other things. I get to watch TV with my kid and play games with her, and just, be with my husband, just sit outside and talk. I'm not going to be able to diamond paint as much at night anymore while we're sitting outside because it is starting to get dark around 7:30. And so I can't see. And even turning our outside lights on, so my husband's like, well, just turn the porch light on. And the way that our porch light is angled, I still can't see very well. And I'm not going to take a light pad and all that outside just for an hour of diamond painting. I mean, I guess I could, but that seems like more than what I want to deal with. And then I have to carry it back every day into my craft room so I can use it. So I'll have to figure something out. It's going to start getting too cold anyway, probably the middle of November for us to be able to sit outside. And at that point, I do have a lap desk that I can put a smaller diamond painting on, which is okay because I don't have to diamond paint all the time. Really, nothing else happened this past week. No more issues with our light bulbs falling out. Thank goodness. That was weird last week. And work was pretty much smooth sailing. I do have a couple of students that seem to think that I am their personal tutor. I don't mind helping, but I cannot offer to tutor because if I do that, I have around, I don't know how many students I have right now. I have over 200 students. And if I start to help one person with actual tutoring, I'm going to be in a mess because then there'll be others that will want to be tutored. I do have office hours. I will help anybody then, but most of them, they want to come into my office and they don't want to do it on a Zoom call. And it's like, I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't have the time. I just can't do it. And it's not fair to others. I hate being that person. I want to be able to help everybody. I believe that's all that I have for you today, guys. I've gotten quite a bit done. I am really enjoying this canvas. I am hoping to be able to spend more time on it, especially over the weekends. With it being an 80 by 80, I know it's not going to get finished anytime soon, but I'm okay with that as well. I am just loving the colors, and this one is a limited edition. I believe it's going to be on their website until the event is over, the middle of October. And then after that, I believe that this canvas is going to go away. Maybe it's going to be so popular that they're going to keep it on their website. I am honestly not sure. But if you're interested, I do have a code that you guys can use that I will put underneath the description, and you can use it on any Finira canvas. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, please click on the like button. Also, if you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you with our friends and family here at the Crafty Diamond. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.